And welcome back to Sports Check on this Monday morning. It is the week when you're going to have the Safari Rally. Counting down and everyone's waiting for it. If you are going to be in Naivasha, please make sure that you abide by the traffic regulations that are going to be there. And so we're going to have that huge conversation around that. And remember also that we have got an Esa Pekalapi interview that is lined up for you. We're going to be playing that out. So as we build up to the Safari Rally. And now, let's get into our second conversation. And this is with somebody who's called time and on his career. And he did that at the African Games in Accra, Ghana, where cricket was making its debut. Kenya finished fourth, losing out in the third place playoff to Uganda. But 23 years is what we'd be looking at. But I'll just be thinking, from the day he got his ID, everything was cricket. Talking about Collins Obuya. Collins.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
First
much.
of all, I mean, on your career. Yes. First of all, you know, for you coming from a cricketing family, I think in 1996, your older brother Kennedy played in Sri Lanka, India, the World Cup. You, just going by it, you were barely into your teens. How did that pull you up to the sport?
Yeah. First of all, my name is Collins Obuya. I play cricket as in my living, and I'm very proud to be here, and I'm very proud of my achievements. It first started when I got inspired by my brothers, when I saw them play cricket and what cricket has done for them. It really inspired me.
At that point is when we go back to 96 is when the real golden generation, and actually you're the last of that generation, I would say the golden generation then. How did you see it changing the lives of your brothers, Kennedy, David, and the one people know little about, Charles?
Yeah. Yeah, I can say it really changed my life, because seeing them playing, and their achievement that they have achieved in cricket, it really motivated me to be motivated to play cricket more.
Well, here you are. You've just turned 18. You get called to the national team. I think Sandeep Patel was the coach then. What did that make you feel?
Yeah, I can say it made me feel better. It made me be inspired by my brothers, and being called in the training in the national team. It really motivated my goals, and it really motivated me to work hard and try to achieve as much as possible.
Well, not much was known about you then, Collins, but I think breaking into the national team 2003, you're playing. You got 13 wickets at that cricket World Cup. 13.
Yes.
2003, but the 5 wickets that you took against Sri Lanka at the Nairobi Gymkhana. Yes, take us through that moment again.
Yeah, my first World Cup, it was really nice playing alongside my brothers. It really encouraged me when I was playing my first World Cup. I didn't know how to go about it. But when my brothers were in the team, David was in the team as my brother, and Kennedy was in the team as my brother, and Maurice Odumbe was in the team as a club mate. It really motivated me, and it really made me relax and to focus on my performance.
Okay. Well, the pictures that you're seeing on your screen right now are that memorable moment. That is, he was only, I think he was, what, 19 then?
Yes, I was about 19 then.
Ah,
yeah.
good. We'll be coming back to that, and that is Brother Kennedy there, who was the wicket keeper. Let's take a short break, and then we'll come back and talk about the experiences of the 2003 World Cup and also other career highlights that Collins Obuya has had. Well, and welcome back to Sports Check on this Monday morning. It is the 25th day of March 2024, and we are counting down to the WRC Safari Rally. And remember, on Wednesday we're going to have shakedown in Loldia, and there's something interesting that's going to be happening there. Keep it on KBC Channel 1 because that's where you'll get some of that real deal. So we'll keep it under wraps for now. And Thursday, ceremonial start, Kasarani Super Special. On Friday, we'll be having lots of conversation. Saturday, Elementaita 1 and 2 live on KBC Channel 1. And on Sunday, Hell's Gate 1 and 2 live on KBC Channel 1. 3 days to go. We are ready for that. Well, our sign language interpreter this hour is going to be Lenta Odingo. We get back to our conversation, and we are in studio with Collins Obuya, who on Saturday announced his retirement from cricket. Collins Obuya, he's been captain of the Kenya cricket team. He's part of, his brothers, Kennedy and David, have played for the national team. And it's very interesting that the three of them played at the same time in 2003 when Kenya made it to the semi-finals of the Cricket World Cup way back in 2003. He took 5 wickets against Sri Lanka. And, you could just give us a whole feel about that game where you took 5 wickets, because when you take a wicket of big names, I think there was Jawa Radne, Mahela, Da Silva, Sangakkara, and Chaminda Vas.
Yes.
And I think Jayasuriya, was it?
Yeah, and Jayasuriya.
And Jayasuriya.
Yes.
So ideally, these were the big people. Playing with your brothers in that, at Gymkhana on that day, what was that feeling like? Because we've seen from the pictures, Kennedy as usual, extremely active.
Yes.
David at the same time loud, but here you are, the young one coming through.
I can say it was a big moment. It was a big moment at that time. It was a dream come true for me, like playing in the World Cup. It's not that easy when you get the opportunity to play in the World Cup and represent your country. It was a big opportunity, and I'm really proud that I took that opportunity with both hands, and really perform well against big team like Sri Lanka, and again taking the 5 wickets and winning for Kenya that game. It really meant like it was a big thing for Kenya, and it was a big thing for me, and it was a big thing for our family as well.
Yes. Well, very well. And the other one is, that was not your first, that was your first World Cup as a senior,
yes.
But you had also played at the Under-19 World Cup.
Yes.
What was your experience at the Under-19 World Cup? I think, who was it? Mohammed Sheikh was your captain?
Yeah, the Under-19, it was a good experience. It was in 2000. It was in 2002. I think 2002. It was held in Sri Lanka as well, and I performed there very well with the ball. And after performing there, then I got a call up to the national team, which motivated me to work harder, more harder, and that one gave me the confidence to be able to be playing around the senior players like Maurice Odumbe, Steve Tikolo, and my brother Kennedy Obuya, David Obuya, and the rest.
Yeah, there were the Suji brothers also,
Yes.
Ravin Dushar.
Yeah, Ravin Dushar, Hitesh Modi, yes.
Peter Ngondo,
and Peter Ongondo as well.
Joseph Angara. Interesting, you are in the same team with Joseph Angara.
Yes.
And your last game, he was your coach. Just explain that whole thing.
Yeah, it's really interesting because most of the players that I've played with, they have come to coach me. For example, I played with Steve, he coached me. I played with Thomas Odoyo and Peter Ogondu. Then they were the coach again. And then later I played with Martin Suji. And then again he coached me. And then later I played with my brother David Obuya. And then he came again and coached me. And then recently it's Joseph Angara and then recently it's Joseph Angara and Lameko Onyango, and they have coached me, and it's really interesting.
Well, now, I mean, it will be a very big story to tell. Now, 2003, you move on. Your performance at that World Cup, it opened up opportunities for you to play professional cricket outside Kenya.
Yes.
Just give us your experiences of being outside, of being out there.
Yeah, I can say after 2003, I performed well, and from there, opportunity came my way. I got a call up on the county cricket in England, and that was a good opportunity for me. I went there, I performed well, but in the middle of the season, I got an injury, which cut my season short, and then I had to come back to Nairobi. Yes.
I know for a long time, Kenya, we loved the one-day game, or then of late the T20 format, which is shorter.
Yes.
What was it adapting to that long version of the game? You know, the least A and first class cricket.
Yeah, the longer version of the game, I was not consistent in playing it, but we were playing it like 3 days or 2 days. But when I went to England, it became like we were playing 4 days. We were playing 4 days during the week, and then as well we were playing 1 day. We were playing 1 day, and we were playing 1 day, and 2020 not to follow it up. It was very much cricket, and it was a good opportunity for me, which I managed not to perform very well beginning of the season, and like I said, it cut short my season having got an injury.
Oh. Yes. Well, let's talk about for you come back, and everyone knew you as a bowler.
Yes.
And later you get into batting. How was that transition, especially the time you spent in Australia?
Yeah, the time I came from England, I was having injury. Then injuries they take too long, and then when you're sitting at home, it normally when you come back again, it's like starting again, and that one I think messed up my bowling, and then I decided I don't want to sit. I don't want to finish my career as a bowler. Then I said I've got another opportunity that I can try. Then I started working hard on batting, and then then the batting worked out well, and I got opportunity as a batter, and then I perform in the team.
Now let's talk about that transition. So you have to play now, not right at the start usually, but as a middle order batsman. How did it start? Because you now became an all-rounder.
Yeah, it just started like I got some hard work on the batting side of it, I put more work on the training. On the training, I could wake up very early in the morning. By 7 o'clock, I was in the ground. I trained before the guys come for 1 hour, and then later afternoon when the guys when the training has already finished, then I continue for another 1.5 hours.
Wow.
Yes.
And when it comes to that, I'll tell you, his records, when it comes to the number of score that he has scored, Collins Obuya in cricket circles, Kolo, for one-day international, this is ideally 50 over cricket. 104 matches, he's been on the crease 89 times, 2,044 runs. Even as you call time on your career, you're one of 4 Kenyans to have scored 2,000 runs.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it made me feel very proud of myself and very proud of my achievement. I could not have asked more than that. It's only that when there's a time to start and there's a time to finish it. Yes, and that made me very proud of my achievement, and I thank God for that.
And also, he's got a very good, impressive strike rate of about 69. You played at the 2011 World Cup. That was the last time Kenya was at a cricket World Cup.
Yes.
Jimmy Kamanda was your captain.
Yes.
You scored 98 runs against a then extremely feared Australian side.
Yes.
Just take us through that match, because incidentally, that's the match where Kenya scored the highest runs, 252.
252.
Yes.
Yeah, on that match we are, and to say that I'm very proud of myself to have scored 98 against Australia. It was not that easy, and because Australia, as you know, they are world-class bowlers, and world-class bowlers, for example, Brett Lee was there, Sean Tate was there, Michelle Johnson was there as a batsman, and the likes of Ricky Ponting, Michael Clark, and the rest. But it was a good experience. It was a good experience, and getting as well the man of the match on against Australia. Against Australia, it made me very proud.
Those are how many man of the match awards? 2. At the Cricket World Cup.
2, yes.
The 98 against Australia,
yes.
and the 5-4, and the 5 wickets.
And the 5 wickets against Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Yes.
Now, just give us, the experiences that, everyone says for the 2020 career, 16 years plus, the 3rd longest T20 international career. That is something that, you hold, you're going to hold on to. It can be, unless somebody extends that.
Yes.
When T20 came in, how did that change your mindset and approach to batting?
T20 cricket, you see, T20 cricket it's a game of entertaining the crowd, and when you entertain the crowd, you get the recognition. And you be seen around the world like a entertainer, and I wanted to finish on high and to entertain the fans that are watching me, and that really came well, and that really changed my game and gave me the confidence to perform.
How did you see players adapting? And for example, because you also used to bowl, how would you adapt to bowling? Because you don't want to concede runs at the same because of the explosive nature of 2020 cricket.
T20 cricket, you cannot predict that you're going to bowl well or bowl badly, because the batsmen are taking more risk than 50 overs or maybe test cricket. The batsmen don't fear to get out, and when you get your chance to bowl your 4 overs, when you go for less runs, you'll be thanking the batsman that day, and when you had a bad day, it's going to be really a bad day.
Yeah, because because I mean, just describe to people, for example, because you have both roles, bowling and batting.
Yes.
What's it like when you strike that ball and it goes straight out of the ground, say for a six, and that is when you're batting, and when you're a bowler, you just take a look at it and wonder where it's going.
Yes. Well, when you're batting and bowling, it's very, very interesting because when you get picked, you can do both things at the same time. When people are bowling, you can expect your chance to come and bowl, and then when guys are betting again, you can expect your chance to go there and
entertain.
I think entertain the guys. Yes.
Well, let's talk about your time when you've also captained the national team, and in cricket the role of a captain is huge because you actually take full charge, 100% charge of the team.
Yes.
Let's take us through your experiences as captain.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity to captain Kenya, and I don't take it for granted. I really say it was a good opportunity, and it was a good experience. A cricket captain, it changes your game because you're involved all the time. All the decision making in the field, when you're fielding, when you're bowling changes at the right time, at the right time. It really change your game, and it really make you focus towards the game.
You also have got to decide how the order in which players bat.
Yes. Yes, and to be a captain, you go to. When you go to be a captain as a batter, you go to lead from the front, and then you go to show the example, the example, because in the changing room you can give instruction, but you go to give instruction at the same time you are the one who's taking the initiative of following instructions. Yes.
Well, now let's talk about some of the things that you will be doing after this. As the Obuya brothers, you've got the Obuya Cricket Academy.
Yes.
Just tell us about what you will be doing now that you said maybe you're not the youngster everyone. We are seeing on the screen anymore.
Yes. Yes. The Obuya Cricket Academy, it has been there for long, and it had really helped, the young guys. For example, we have one guy that is in the team now, and that is in the team, and he came through Obuya Cricket Academy. The player is called Jared Mwenda, and he's really good, and he's really improving. And that how Obuya Cricket Academy wants to be in future. Not to nurture the youngsters, and to give them opportunity and exposure.
The African Games for you, cricket being introduced as a sport there, and everyone played. You played there, finished fourth, and you scored 3 half centuries.
Yes.
In that tournament. What is the future of the sport in Africa?
The future of cricket in Africa is growing, which is good, and is giving more countries opportunity to experience cricket, and that is good, and that is good thing for cricket, and to be introduced in Olympics. It will really make cricket grow, and to get more fans in different levels. Yes.
Well, Collins Obuya, he's called time on cricket. He's played for the country for 20, actually we wouldn't say 23 years, I would say 24, because he started playing for the country when he was an under 19.
Yes,
and he has retired as he hits 43 years, and he's the last of the golden generation. 2 Man of the Match awards at a Cricket World Cup, and the only Kenyan to have taken 5 wickets at a Cricket World Cup. You you went home with that match ball.
Yes.
He's the only one who owns a match ball that has been used at a Cricket World Cup. Those are mementos, so he's got a lot of memories. Captained Kenya and eventually retired. The highest scorer in terms of T20 runs, 1,794. One of 4 Kenyans to score over 2,000 runs in one-day cricket. Well, we shall be keeping up with him as he gets into coaching. And he's mentioned Gerald Mwendo, a product of the Obuya Cricket Academy, where he's going to be, is also making sure that the legacy that they set continues. Asante sana, Kolo.
Yes, asante sana. It's really, really pleasure to be here.
Safi, karibu.
Yes.
And he's just come back from the African Games as we celebrate him, as he calls time on cricket. Well, we'll be taking an interview that I had with Esape Kalapi. He drives for the Hyundai Shell Mobis World Rally team, and this is all about the build-up to the WRC Safari Rally. And after that, let us talk school games. Nairobi have had their finals, then the regional finals, as all other regions. And in a couple of weeks, we'll all be in Machakos. Let's hear from Esape Kalapi, and after that, Moses Mbudhi is going to be joining us. And this is an interview with the person who won the last round of the World Rally Championship. Esape Kalapi drives for Hyundai Shell Mobis World Rally team, and he is here with us. So just to give us some insight into the car setup this year, you know, how well prepared they are, and also what he feels about coming back to Kenya. So, EP, good to see you back in Kenya. And let me just start with how, you know, the season has started for you and the feeling for Hyundai having won the first 2 rallies.
Well, yeah, team's perspective, it's been really successful. I mean, we won the first two rallies. Okay, I was not attending in Monte Carlo. Then, yeah, second round we were attending, and yeah, we managed to win it. So it was really important for the team, but also for me to get again a boost of self-confidence. The beginning has been promising, but we also understand that everything can change in one rally. So, and we are very early on this season anyway. So it's 11 rounds to go. So, but yeah, start has been good.
Let's talk about the car. And you know, you had some reliability issues. You know, last year in the Safari, you couldn't push at 100%. Changes to the setup?
Yeah, the guys in the workshop, they've done a big job to evaluate and analyze.
That's very good. High level.
Everyone.
In the relationship.
It should. We have also some other new things on the car for this year, which are giving us a little bit more grip, but I'm not going to go too much details about that.
Okay. Let's talk about tire choices this year. Wet weather expected. It's the fast gravel rally. It's unlike any other. How are you going to go around that?
Well, I guess if it's going to be wet, it's very clear that we will use the soft tires all the time. Even, I think last year, even when it was dry, the gravel is so soft that we are still using the soft tires. Okay, if it's very warm like it's now, and if it's going to be dry, then we need to consider the hard compound. But I think it should be fairly easy with the softs.
Let's also talk about the introduction of the snorkel, and in testing, how have you found the car working?
Well, it was fine. I actually didn't really feel a big difference. I'm sure there is a small performance drop in terms of the engine power as the air is not really coming against you anymore. It's sort of sucked from the roof. So it's dropping the performance a little, but anyway we come here much higher altitude than we are in Europe, so the engine performance is dropping anyway. So I don't know, can we really feel the big difference in when we add the snorkel? But it looks impressive. I mean, it's like old school stuff.
Thank you very much, Sepe Kalapi. He drives for the Hyundai Shell Mobis World Rally team, and he will be sitting alongside Yone Firm. And remember that they also have got Thierry Neuville and Martin Vigier in that, and also Oitenak is part of the team. And remember, all the action is going to be coming to you on KBC Channel 15.